Hey everyone!
Hello!
What is up? Episode 2. We got pizza.
We have Mikey's Late Night Slice.
Yes.
My absolute favorite
Yeah.
Columbus drunk pizza.
Really?
Absolutely. Well, at Host because they're open. Well, usually open to like 3 or something. I think like COVID hours are like 2:30, which is ridiculous. Now I have to like be like time managing when I'm drunk.
Right. And
Which
that just ruins.
that's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's a car crash
I
from
need to
beginning
like
to end.
put this in my calendar when I'm trying to get drunk and eat pizza. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Set a timer before you get drunk on your phone.
Yep.
Timer goes off, says get pizza.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
exactly what has to happen.
In case you bitches couldn't tell, it's my motherfucking birthday. It is my birthday. I am 26 years old. You should put like a clap sound effect in there.
Woo!
Yay!
Yep.
Future editing, Jonathon, can you put a clap in there? Thank you. But yeah, and we're celebrating with Mickey's Late Night Slice. Mikey's.
Oh.
Sorry, not sponsored, so I don't feel too much pressure. So you want to try it?
Yeah, well, let's talk about what we have first.
Okay.
So you're just eating...
That's right.
The-
Jenny, we're going to talk about what we had first.
You're just eating the cheese. It's just the cheese with basil.
Okay.
And then I'm starting with the plain-ass pepperoni.
Okay.
So this is like a thin crust, more New York style.
It's really thin.
Yeah.
Like, it's really thin. I really like that I don't venture outside of cheese because then it's like a controlled variable.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty much sticking with pepperoni, at least for like what we're comparing to. But
Right.
then, so like Mikey's always has like a pizza of the week, which is very interesting. And so that this week it's like a truffle mac and cheese pizza.
Oh, shit. That sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shoot, before we eat.
I'm like,
Oh, no. I want to talk about our rating scale.
okay.
Or let's take a bite and then talk about it because I want this to get cold.
Okay. Jazz did give me some constructive criticism on last week's episode, and that was that I take too big a bite. So,
Okay.
this is giving me New York.
Mm-hmm.
This is giving me New York. This is New York pizza. You fold to eat it. I fold every pizza to eat it, but especially when it's this floppy and thin, fold it to eat it. Okay.
Okay, so before we do ratings, let's talk about our scale.
All right.
Because I think we should have done this last week, and we
Okay.
didn't.
All right.
So, like, is 5 just, like, average? Because typically when I rate things,
Yeah.
like, 5 is usually not very good.
Right.
But I'm trying to, like, think it makes sense that, like, 5 is, like, an average.
Yeah. For what it's worth, for me, that's how I envisioned it. Was
Okay.
0 is the worst pizza you've ever had, and 10 is the best pizza you've ever had. So like 5 would be your average pizza.
Okay, yeah.
And we gave what was last week's pizza?
Yellow brick.
We gave Yellow Brick like ultimately an 8. So
Yeah.
that's good.
That was very
Even
good.
though that's like an 80%, like if you're thinking about it like school grades, it's like not good, but that's not
That's closer to the best pizza we've ever had than it is to, like, an average pizza.
significantly closer. Like very close.
Half a point closer.
Half a point closer. Wait, you haven't graded this yet, have you?
No, last week's
Oh,
was... I'm sorry.
I gave it an 8.
Yeah.
I was teetering. I said between 7 and 8, and then at the end, I watched it back. I said 8.
Yeah. So, okay.
So it was 3 points higher than average.
Mm-hmm. And then 2 points away from the best ever.
That's right.
But, okay, let's talk about this week's pizza.
Mm-hmm. Mikey's.
This is solid.
I really understand your specification about it being the best drunk pizza you've ever had, because it's not like, okay, so when I drink, especially when I drink to get drunk, I'm like, my stomach is like living on a prayer. Like it's already almost deceased.
Mm-hmm.
So like I have to, even though I like pile food down, there are certain things that will like trigger a really bad stomach ache. And part of that is something that's like really heavy. Like I shouldn't sit down and eat a bowl full of pasta because I will throw it up.
Okay.
And I like how light this is. That's what I'm getting at.
Okay.
I really like that.
And just to make sure you don't eat all that because we have to try it with dipping sauces, which is part of the Mikey's experience.
Part of the Mikey's experience.
So I think we should rate like just the pizza to keep it like an even playing field, and then we can maybe do a little experiment with the dipping sauces.
I love that. I love the Mikey's experience. I have an inside joke with Sam and Stephanie because one time we were at a hibachi grill where I went to college.
Okay.
And there was
has
this
a hibachi grill.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Shout out Fuji. Fuji was its name.
Okay.
So went to a hibachi grill and there was like this disgusting couple across the grill from us. We were sat in the U-style thing. And this guy was like, you know, I'm a big boy, so I feel like I can say this. He was a big boy.
Okay.
And he, every time the hibachi person like put something on his plate, he'd go, more sauce. Like that, like very like more sauce. So I'm really excited about sauce.
Okay. So, sober rating.
Sober rating. We should do a drunk podcast sometime and get this.
Absolutely.
It would
100%.
be we give it a 10. I'm easy to
but
please.
I want to do it anyway.
Yeah, same. Okay. Sober rating.
Mm-hmm.
This is tough because it's like it's such a different pizza experience from last week. Like last week,
that's a
it's
great
like a
point.
different kind of pizza.
Yep.
But I guess we've committed ourselves to looking at this
no going back.
through a macro
we have to do it.
pizza lens. Like all pizza is pizza.
Yep.
So that being said, I'm gonna give this a 7. Just
Okay.
1 point lower than last week's.
Okay.
I really liked the marinara on last week's pizza.
Mm-hmm.
And this isn't giving me a ton of sauce, even though we haven't tried the artisanal sauces yet.
I would not say that, but yep.
I'm gonna give it a 7.
Okay.
So,
I was right on board with 7. I was thinking about this, and I'm just thinking, all right, where between average and the best pizza I've ever had? And I think it's 7 is perfect.
Yeah.
When I think I will say this is not our drunk episode of this pizza, but the last time I had Mikey's drunk, I think it might have been like the best pizza I've ever had.
I can see that. I can clearly see that. And I can see me... Like, how big do they only have one size of pie?
Yep.
So it's like, what? Like maybe 18 inches?
It's big. It's 20-something.
Oh, okay. I could see me, like, eating an entire pizza drunk. If I was drunk, with how thin this is.
Yeah. You can really shovel this down.
Yeah. So, when we do my husband is here today because me, Jonathon, and him are going out after this to celebrate my birthday.
Clap sound.
Clap down. He said we should have an episode where I try bourbons because you have so many bourbons here. And I hate bourbons. I hate dark liquors. I hate things like that. So I would obviously be drunk that episode. So maybe that's the episode with us trying bourbons.
Yeah.
And then we revisit.
Oh, Siri.
Hello, Siri.
And this is our first podcast with Siri.
Still on it.
Please welcome our guest, Siri. She wanted to wish me a happy birthday.
So nice.
So nice. So 7s.
Yeah, I think.
Can we try the sauces?
Yes. Okay, I'll let you go first. So the first up is Mikey's unicorn sauce, which...
Oh, shit. Or
I
maybe
honestly-
spicy. You gotta tell me if it's spicy.
So there's a spicy version of the unicorn sauce, so I don't think this is spicy. I don't know if I've ever actually had this.
Okay.
So I don't really know what it is either.
Okay, I'm gonna tear off a piece that my mouth hasn't touched. Okay, so just go in.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Okay. This is unicorn sauce.
It's like orangey, kind of thick and creamy. There's a little bit of spice to that.
It's giving me buffalo sauce. It's giving me buffalo mixed with. There's definitely buffalo sauce in that. Y'all see it?
Not my favorite.
It's got. There's a lot of acid. There's a lot of tang, and not really anything to balance it out. It's just tang. All right.
Not my go-to pizza dipping sauce. I must say that one.
You know, Jazz and I were like addicted to dipping pizza in barbecue sauce.
No.
I know.
Like it's regular cheese pizza.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
I can't. I love like barbecue chicken pizza, but I feel like that's just different than dipping.
It's a different experience. But to be fair, we put barbecue sauce on everything.
Okay.
And but yeah, it is kind of gross because I like judge people who like put a ton of ranch on their pizza. But I also like that.
Third one
more
is
sauce.
Ranch.
More. Is it like house-made ranch, or is it just like Hidden Valley?
Idea.
Okay.
Cool Ranch.
We'll see. Okay, so
this is like a butter garlic type deal.
I'm gonna like this.
Yeah, this is my go-to, especially when I'm drunk.
So this is like Papa John's. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just classic butter garlic. Artery clogging.
That's really good.
Heaven.
That is really good.
Yep.
I love that. Hear me out. And I'm sure this is a thing. Why don't they use that as a sauce on a specialty pizza?
That's a great question. So when I make pizzas for like parties or whatever, we make mini pizzas. And sometimes I do like a butter garlic. It's almost just more like a cheese bread at that point because I don't do a marinara as like the first pizza. So I kind of do that, but definitely not like the creaminess that this sauce has. It might be a little rich to like have as the entire base.
But maybe you could like balance it out with maybe like a less rich cheese, like a cheese that's more sharp than it is. I don't know. I feel like there's potential there.
All right, we're gonna workshop this and figure out a butter garlic base.
We will be doing an episode where we make our own pizzas. I would love to experiment then.
Yeah.
Let me say that.
Absolutely.
Okay, third one.
Cool Ranch.
Cool Ranch.
I think the name speaks for itself. It's what you would expect.
Yeah.
At least visually.
That they definitely make that. I feel like they make that.
Yeah, I think so. Well, I don't know. I've not tasted ranch necessarily like that. Like bottled ranch does not have like the intensity of the ranchness.
So that's like dill is the main ingredient in ranch, right? Like that's what makes ranch
dilly.
ranch. That's dilly.
Yep.
That's a lot of dill. That's big dill. I like that. I like the see, it's giving me tang, but it's not giving me too much tang.
Okay.
And I like that.
Yeah.
By far the clear winner as
Buffalo,
far as
or the not buffalo, butter garlic.
Yeah.
Gotta be.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go in again. So
Yep. I think this is a solid experience overall. Like, yeah.
I'm really looking forward to the drunk episode. It's Mikey's. Why do I want to say Mickey's?
Unless I'm just somehow wrong about this. Mikey.
Yeah. Mikey's Late Night Slice. Columbus's original street pizza. And it says to like them and stalk them on Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, and Instagram. And you can go on their website at latenightslice.com. Their packaging's really cute. I appreciate the packaging. It's like not your typical pizza aesthetic, I don't think.
Yep. So like I said, Like
Alright, Mikey's.
I think every week they have like a specialty pizza. Sometimes it's a collaboration with like another restaurant or something. I don't think this week's is. It's like a truffle mac.
Oh my god, can you show that on the camera? Like,
Yeah.
tilt it up.
So you YouTubers get to see this.
I love that. That looks good.
Want to say I'm not going to eat all this because we do have dinner plans.
We're going out later.
Uh-huh. But I will.
You got to try it. Yeah, you got to try it. What do you think?
Honestly, a lot better than I was expecting.
It looks good.
I was like prepared to be floored by the cheese. That didn't happen. It's a great balance. And then I was also really afraid of like pasta on top of pizza. But it's honestly not too much.
See,
It's
this
pretty good.
This is giving me something I might throw up if I was drunk.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe
sure.
I just have a vendetta against pasta. But it's just like something
We've
that's
got
like,
problems.
well, just when I'm drunk, I love pasta. I love pasta when I'm drunk, but I think every time I've puked while I've been drunk, it's because I ate pasta. You want to know something funny? I went to see Sam and Stephanie at Ohio University
Okay.
when we were all in college. And you know their like famous chicken and waffle. There's like a chicken and waffle stand there.
I think I've heard of it.
You would know because you went to the Ohio State University.
Right.
Not just like a generic one. So they have like it's like a hole in the wall. It's just a window you walk up to. It's open till like 4 a.m. It's in their village. So I went there for Halloween because OU has a big Halloween.
Yep.
And it was like 3:30 in the morning. I took Jazz with me. That's when we had like first started dating. And he got so drunk that he like puked all over their friend's house, like all over, like on carpet, like gallons. And so we had went home and tucked him in bed. And then I was like ravenous. I was so hungry. And I was like, oh my God, there's chicken and waffles we had earlier. So I make my way to chicken and waffles, drunk. I'm like, I don't even know how I got there, honestly. Like I was blacked out. And I got there, I ordered 5. These are big sandwiches.
Oh my God.
Big.
No, you didn't.
Big. And I walked back to Sam and Stephanie's, or I guess it was Stephanie's apartment. And there was a giant mulch pile.
Oh no.
And I walked up to the top of the mulch pile. I'm wearing a skin suit, a morph suit.
No.
And I walk up to the top of the mulch pile and I sit my fat ass down at 4:00 in the morning. I ate all 5 of them, and they were huge, Jonathan. Like
No,
they
you
were
didn't.
like the whole thing is that like the portion is part of the gimmick. They were huge. Clap sound effect. I didn't throw up that night.
Really?
Yeah.
'Cause that's, I mean, it's not pasta, but it's not light.
It was heavy. It was really heavy. But you know, I powered through. I did what I needed to do, and then I'm pretty sure I slept till 4 the next day. And it was one of those sleeps where, like, I swear the best sleep I've ever had has been while I'm drunk. Like when you fall asleep and you're like, because obviously all that had like soaked up my alcohol, so I was like at a buzzed state after that.
Okay.
Best sleep I ever had.
I've never had like great sleep
Really?
after drinking.
There were times in college, I think I had a problem, to be honest. But there were times in college where I would get drunk just so I could sleep good.
Ooh.
Sleep well. For all my grammar crazy people out there.
Okay.
But anyway, I'm sure you have lots of embarrassing college stories that we'll get to. Right?
Yeah, I've got some. As does everyone, I hope.
We forgot to say the sponsor at the beginning of the episode.
Oh, no.
But it doesn't matter because it's my company. So
Don't fire us.
this week's episode is sponsored by Lighten Up Clothing Company, and you will hear more from them later. Thank you, Luck. Lucc, Lighten Up Clothing Company.
So I said I was not going to eat all this mac and cheese pizza, but I'm pretty damn close.
And here you are.
I want to eat this last bite with pasta on it, and then I'm calling it quits.
I'll help you eat the crust. And these.
Yeah, go for it.
We can tear it apart, and I don't like Miss Buffalo. I don't like her.
Not a big fan of the unicorn.
Yeah. Man, why'd they call it that? Why'd they call it unicorn?
No idea.
I don't know either. Before we get too far in here to this here podcast, I wanted to thank you all so much for the love on our first episode. It was very exciting to finally have like an episode out in the world. If you watched on YouTube, really appreciate it. I have taken the highlights and I have posted those to YouTube. So you can give the highlights a look if you don't want to watch the whole episode for some reason. I couldn't imagine that. But yeah, seriously, thank you so much. We had a lot of support from all of you on social media and in our lives. Jenny, our main, our biggest fan. So thank you. Really looking forward to keep going.
Yeah, it's great to be rolling here. And yeah, thank you guys.
Yeah.
Let's keep it going.
Now, we did receive some constructive criticism, which I love.
Yep.
Totally welcome that. Which is why you see our new microphone arms. That was kind of constructive criticism from us to ourselves.
Yeah.
We watched it and listened back and we were like, we weren't talking into the mics a lot. So
yeah, we were all the way around the mics.
Bobbing and weaving and doing all kinds of crazy stuff. So we have mic arms now that can move with us and stay right in front of our face and we don't have to bend down, and I love that.
So yeah, hopefully our audio is a little more consistent. We'll see.
Yeah, only time will tell. And then I had a question raised for you by a viewer.
Okay, let's go.
This question comes directly from Becca, my friend Becca.
Okay, hi Becca.
Yeah, hey Becca, love you. And she thought that the part where you didn't know what you do when you eat was sus. She thought that was weird. She thought something was going on there, and she just wanted to hear more about that.
All right.
I watched it back. It was. You looked like you were hiding something. You were like, oh, God, I don't know what I do when I eat.
Honestly, I just felt embarrassed because that's like everyone eats dinner. You eat dinner every day, and why am I blanking on this? But I think the problem for me is that my schedule is typically just all over the place. So my dinner is just very different every day. Sometimes it's throwing some leftovers in the microwave. I almost all the time take meat out of the freezer and then put it in the fridge and then forget about it for a few days. And I'm like, oh shit, I need to make this. I'll just throw it in my air fryer or something. But I don't know. I think it's just so different almost every day that I don't have a routine for dinner. So it's just I don't just do one thing.
But you're still sticking to the story that you eat dinner at a computer usually.
I would say that's most of the time. If I'm home alone eating dinner, yes.
Okay.
But that's only some of the times, I would say. At least in the past couple months.
And what do you do in those other times?
I'm out to eat or at my sister's house eating or not in the state and eating somewhere else.
Listen, we just want to make sure you're eating dinner and,
Oh, I'm eating dinner. All right.
Well, good. I hope that cleared things up for you, Becca. I think we were all worried. And
so sorry to everyone about making you concerned with my dinner habits. I can assure you I'm eating and I'm not doing anything suspicious with my dinner. I don't have no idea what that'd be.
What that would mean? I don't either. But we were, Jazz and Becca and I were playing video games and we were all in chat together and she was like, I just finished the podcast. It was so good. And I was like, okay, thank you.
Except.
And she said, but I thought it was so weird. And she wasn't watching. She was just listening.
Okay.
So I don't know if just the audio alone like made it sound more sus than it was.
Yeah,
but
I've
she was
not
like,
listened to just the audio.
she was like, "What? How can you not know what goes on? Something you do every day." She's like, "I just need to know more about that."
Yeah, it's just literally every day is different. And then once a week now at dinner is pizza during the podcast.
That's right.
I did say that I don't sit down and watch TV and
Right.
eat.
Which that blows my little mind.
That did happen though, probably twice in the past month. I was watching a show that I binged,
Okay.
and I did do that once or twice.
I
But-
couldn't imagine not watching something. The thought of, I feel like that's 90% of my experience when I eat.
Yeah.
It's whatever I'm watching.
I mean, I'm in front of a screen a lot.
Yeah,
if I'm
you're,
at my computer,
doing
just
something.
a different screen.
You're
And
writing codes for airplanes to fly while you're eating dinner. That's why, you guys, he can't tell us.
I could tell you, but then I'd have to
kill me.
you all.
Okay. Put a pin in that.
Okay.
We will revisit this, I'm sure.
Okay.
I'll see if that answer satisfies Becca, and also I'll listen back and just make sure that things check out.
Okay, and then we can reapproach it next week when you realize that my answer was terrible again.
Yes. So today is everyone's favorite day of the year. It is my birthday.
Clap sound.
Clap sound! Clap sound! It's my birthday! I make a big deal on my birthday every year because I am most like my mom. And my mom
Yep, for sure.
is she's so Christmas is her Olympics.
Yeah.
And-
oh my God, you guys do Christmas like no one else.
And
It's crazy.
and birthdays are whatever's before the Olympics, the qualifiers or what, I don't know. You get the point. And she always goes way out. Me and my mom, both of our love languages are gifts.
Okay.
We both, that's our love language. It's if you love me, give me a gift. I would say my love language has changed a lot since I met Jazz. But I still deeply connect with my mom on the materialism of holidays and birthdays.
Yeah.
So anyway, birthdays are a big deal to me. And I'm happy to be here doing this on my birthday. It's so cool that we're doing this on my birthday.
Yeah, and I'm also so sorry to make you come during your birthday. It's my fault that
I don't know what else I was gonna do.
he's stuck here.
Dude, you dragged me out
I'm
of
terrible.
Bumfuck, Ohio. What was I gonna
You're
do
welcome.
in Miami County?
You're welcome.
It's best to just come here and eat pizza,
Yes.
get a drink, which we're gonna do. We're gonna get a drink. So yeah.
So, how do you feel?
I
26.
Yeah, I feel weird.
Okay.
Because, well, a lot of things. So the end of the month, I'm getting kicked off mom and dad's health insurance.
Ooh, yep.
That's a big oof. That is a big oof. But I have something lined up so that I can have health insurance. Because
Good.
Jazz and I both, when Jazz and I were in New York City, Jazz had his full-time job at Sweet New York, and I was gonna, I had it made with health insurance.
Yep.
But we moved from New York City, and now neither of us really have jobs that provide health insurance. And so I scrambled a little bit, but I did some research. I figured it out. And so I'll be good. I'll be fine. But yeah, that is weird. And then also on the way here, I was talking to Jazz, and it shocked me because somehow we got to talking about a 30-year-old or being 30 or being in 30s.
Yikes.
And I was like, that's 4 years away.
Yep.
That is nuts.
I
to
had
me.
the same thing when I turned
4
26.
years? It didn't, I guess, I don't know. In my head when I turned 25, I was like, okay, 30 is 5 years away, which is kind of scary, but it's still half a decade, so I don't feel that weird about it.
Uh-huh.
And now it's 4 years. The next Olympics, I'm going to be 30. Well, because of COVID. You know what I mean, though? Or the next presidency,
Yeah,
it's that.
It's
you know
the
how
4-year schedule thing.
it feels so weird. I can't imagine being 30. I feel so old.
Yeah, 30 is going to be hard. I had like maybe a couple hours of anxiety when I turned 26. Just like, okay, I'm in the back end of my 20s. What am I doing with my life?
I hate that.
But then it's also like, I'll have that every now and then, but I just remember like, you know what, like life, there's no schedule to my life. Like things are going to happen when they're supposed to happen. I'm not going to rush to anything because of my age.
I love that.
Like it's just, age is just a number.
Age is just a number.
I hate that saying, but
right.
I mean, kind of the premise.
Yeah. 26 is weird. I made a hashtag emotional post on Instagram.
I would 100% would just spit this lemonade on my mic.
On Instagram last night. Because I've had a couple of videos go viral on TikTok lately, and I've gotten a lot of new followers on Instagram, which is great. Thank you. Love you. I hope I entertain you. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to lie to anyone. I have a bad retention rate on Instagram. Like, people go on my TikTok and they're like, oh, this dude is funny. I got to go follow him on Instagram. They come to my Instagram. Nothing's funny. So, nothing's funny. And also, I guess I'm not cute enough to keep people's attention because people, like, I have the hardest time retaining people on Instagram. So I love when they come in waves when I have something go viral on TikTok and I'm like, oh, I'm kind of famous, but in 2 weeks you'll all be gone.
Bye.
Bye. So I made this hashtag emotional post and I said, like, being 26, like, nothing is really crazy about 26 other than turning another year older. And this birthday feels a lot different because I moved away from New York City and my dad is sick and I'm living with my parents again. And I'm like, okay, if I'm going to take a day to focus on me, what am I going to do with that focus? And I decided that, like, I want to take the next step in pretty much everything I'm doing. Like, not that I feel like I'm running out of time, but I know that, like, life is not guaranteed and, like, anything could happen. And I just feel the need to stop holding myself back. And so I was like, I want a career on social media. So I'm going to make sure that everything I post is not just okay. It's great. And I love it. And I'm going to do that. So I'm putting a lot of attention toward that. And I'm taking that beyond social media and my prospective career that I want to have. And it's just like making sure that, like, my relationships are, like, really solid and I put the time and attention into that. And I feel like I'm pulling my big boy pants up.
I want another clap sound. That's just, I think, a beautiful thing to just like find your energy to focus on yourself and, like, do what you want and make yourself better in the ways you want to be better. That's just gold.
Yeah, thank you.
Listeners, take this advice from him.
Because it's so easy to feel like, because I don't live in New York City anymore and I'm helping take care of my dad and my dad's situation is so emotionally stressful right now. It's easy to, like, want to close in. But if you can, like, find that defining moment where you're like, okay, don't close in, open up.
Yep.
That is, like, a gift from, like, if you believe in God or energy or whatever. And I feel like I had that for some weird reason. And I feel like there's something bigger than me that created that for me. So I'm just going to, like, live it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a very serious answer from your laugh-a-minute friend. But that's what 26 is about to me. I think, like, if you would ask me a year ago, I've been like, well, when I get home, there better be a fucking Apple Watch because, but this year it's, like, not about that. Okay. It's not about that to me. And, I hope I step my game up the way I want to.
You know, maybe that's, part of, like, our content is, you know, I mean, we still have this entertainment aspect, but also, like, the realness of, like, you know, being in your late 20s and, you know, you have these things in your life that you have to, that are serious and you have to take care of and that require attention. So maybe that's a nice little nugget
It is.
'Cause does that exist with anyone? I don't know if that exists or not.
Yeah, I don't know.
listen to many podcasts, so.
Yeah, I don't know. There's been so many things in my life, and particularly in my 20s, that I'm like, I feel the urge to run away because it's like uncomfortable and it's scary.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I came out to my parents and all that got really messy or whatever, and I was going to school at Miami East, I was like, fuck Miami County, fuck Miami East, fuck everyone. Everyone fucking sucks. But if I had just like reversed the way I had thought about that, I would have been a lot less miserable for a lot shorter amount of time. But that's not something I learned until my mid-20s, so I wouldn't know at 16.
Yeah, and like I don't think that's necessarily like something that you can like fault yourself or anything about. Like,
right.
I don't know, one, that's very young, and I mean it wasn't a great situation. And then
hashtag emotional post.
And it, like a lot of these things do take learning, so
yeah,
I mean a lot of the times you don't know how to best handle it until you've gone through it.
True that. Yeah, I mean Miami County and Miami East can still suck a dick. Like I'm not here to tell you that
we
that's
just
like,
lost all of our Miami County followers and listeners.
I'm not here to tell you that that is the mecca for a gay man in his 20s, but I wasn't giving people a chance, because if I had just like given people a chance, I probably would have had a lot. Like if I release the love and acceptance into the world, I will get it back. That's what I've learned.
Okay.
So, take it for what it is.
Yeah.
Something I wanted to ask you since the beginning of this podcast.
Okay.
When did you know I was gay? Because as my childhood best friend, like I'm not stupid. I know that you were probably one of the first people to know.
I mean, it was just a thing like
when do you think you had that first conversation with someone where you were like, Austin's gay?
I mean, it was brought up. I have no idea when, but like I know at that time I was just like, you know what, Austin says he's straight, and that's the story. Like
that's the tea.
I don't know. I was never looking to like be like, oh, is Austin gay? I need to figure out if Austin's gay or not, or anything like that. It was just like, it is what it is. If he says he's straight, that's what we're rolling with. And if not, then whatever. I'm not going to be the one to like pry it or anything like that. It was,
wow.
I didn't really give it much attention, or I didn't try to, at least.
Right.
I don't know.
That's good. That makes me feel better, because my anxiety tells me that like, oh my God, our whole childhood, Jonathon thought I was gay and I didn't know. And you know what's funny? I came out, and this is like really common in the gay community, and then I swear we'll stop talking about being gay. I came out to Stephanie. Stephanie was the first person I came out to.
Okay.
And I came out as bi.
Oh, really?
I was like, I'm bi. So I still kind of like vagina, but I don't. And I didn't.
Okay. Was that just like you thought you were, or like
no,
it was like a coping
I knew I was gay
thing?
And it was not a coping thing for me either. It was like a spoonful of sugar makes the medicine go down.
Okay.
I don't know how, like I feel like she's going to react well to this and this isn't going to be an issue, but let me just go ahead and say that I could go either way.
Okay.
Just to protect myself and my friendship. But no, I think she read completely through my bullshit anyway. I was like, yeah, I'm bi, so... And I part of if we're going to talk about, like, when you thought I was gay or whatever, did you ever notice I, like, overcompensated a lot? Because me looking back at me, I feel like I would sit at the lunch table and be like, yeah, titties.
Now that you bring that up, I can definitely see it.
I totally did that.
Yeah.
Cringy. Okay, I'm done talking about being gay.
All right. So...
I hope tonight, when we get drinks and stuff, we can live the fun moments of turning 26 and bring that out.
It is a lot of fun because, like, all of the things that I said that are, like, very serious and pertinent to me right now, there's a lot of fun things because, like, when you turn 18, you're not, like, looking to buy a house. And, like, Jazz and I, like, that's the next step for us. Like, we want to buy a house. And that's something you don't do until your late 20s usually. And so, like, that's really exciting. Like, my dog's going to have a yard, and, like, Jazz and I really want to have a garden. So, like, that's what I'm excited for about getting older.
Yep.
So.
And so we're planning on going to the Short North area.
We are.
Last time we went to the Short North area
was
Saturday, right after we did our first episode.
You guys.
So, now there's a little issue. We don't know if Austin really won that little competition. We need to go back.
Yeah, roll the tapes.
And see if he won. But anyway, at the time, we were like, okay, Jonathon lost. I have to go buy Austin some Jenny's ice cream. And so we actually go to a different location that was closed for the season. And we're like,
the one in German Village did us dirty.
Yep. So we run up to Short North. We get in line. And then I don't know how exactly it shook down. You might have been in the middle of filming something. I don't remember. And then I was just like staring across the street, and it's just like this big long line of people dressed up in their furry costumes, which I had never seen in person before. I saw it like on the internet. I saw like
where'd you see it on the internet?
On like
right.
I don't want to I don't want to get the furry community against me, but like the stuff I've seen was like
they'll turn on you too.
On
not gonna
like some like cringy part of Reddit where people are like, look at these weirdos. And then it does get for me a little weird if you want to investigate.
You better watch it. You better tread lightly, because if a furry hears you say it gets a little weird, you might as well just pack up your things and leave Columbus.
It gets into like the sex stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
So like you know what? I'm big on, like, do what you want to do. I'm not going to shame anyone for doing that.
Okay.
Just not my cup of tea.
Right.
And then I just saw this giant group of people dressed up, and I was just like awestruck. Like I had never thought I would see like this in real life.
Just casually getting ice cream on the Short North. Jonathan's just like, whoa.
Yeah.
Look. And I look up. I don't know. I bet the whole march was probably, would you think 1,000 people?
I have no idea.
It was long, but not everyone was in a fur costume.
Yeah.
But I would say I saw at least 100 furries, maybe. But I did make a TikTok I took a video of Jonathon reacting to the furries because we were just in the ice cream shop. So we saw them outside. We went inside to Jenny's to get ice cream.
Yep.
And when we were inside, you did another, oh my God. And I like turned around and there were 3 giant furries like on the glass of the front of the shop.
Petting the glass a little bit?
Yeah. They were, and so I took a video and then I panned over to Jonathon to like get his reaction. And I was like, I got to put that on my TikTok. So I put it on my TikTok and we're sitting at 70,000 views, which is great.
Clap sound.
Clap sound. And a lot of, 15,000 likes. But the thing that's most, obviously I like that. I like the people are enjoying the video. But the comment section is...
Ooh, I've not looked at the comments.
Dude, let me just run through some of these. So someone said, good thing pets aren't allowed in there. And then someone said, I told you this earlier, someone said, that man in line, though.
Oh.
So they thought you were hot, and 10 people liked that comment.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah. So, and then someone said, that's thousands of dollars you're looking at. And then,
I believe it.
Mm-hmm. And then someone... I'm gonna shout them out. I don't want to assume anything, but it's at that closet fox. One of the furries in the video,
no way,
found my TikTok.
Oh my gosh!
And they've been wreaking havoc in my comment section. He said the people working there were just trying their absolute hardest to ignore us. And the cool thing is that they've been answering questions that people have about being furries in my comment section. Like, they're all over my comment section. And there's a whole bunch of people from the furry community, like, commenting. And a lot of people are like, these comments pass the vibe check. And there's, like, 3 or 4 people that were at this event that found this TikTok. And we're like, that's me. That's me with the cheese head in the background. That's that.
Welcome to our podcast.
Yes. I hope you're listening, that closet fox. Wait, what is it? Is it closeted? Hang on, wait. I can find it. But they're this one right here. This.
On the right.
Yeah, which Jonathan's favorite is the one with the glass, or Jazz's favorite is the one with the glasses, and mine is actually that closet
I think
fox.
mine's the blue. I just like
Really?
the color.
Okay, yeah, I get that.
Like the gray, it's just kind of boring. Which I should not say that because I have like almost no color in my apartment. This is the only color I think I have.
It is a monochrome moment, but you have your rug has got a nice big chevron pattern on it.
It doesn't have any color to it, really.
No, but it is fun. But anyway, everyone's like, this comment section passes and the vibe check, and like, this is so wholesome, and they're like, I want to pet him. So like, the furry community definitely got a hold of this before the non-furry community did.
Yeah.
And the non-furry community got shut down real quick because there's people in here that's like, that's so gross, and they're R.I.P. because the furries came after them. I have like, for a video that only has 15,000 likes, to have 684 comments is a lot. That's a lot.
Okay.
So you know that there's a lot of conversations happening. But yeah, I thank you to the furry community for my recent TikTok making the most of it for me, and I have loved reading the comments. It has made my day several times.
Yeah.
Especially that closet fox. They've went in. So shout out
that closet fox.
That closet fox on TikTok. I went to their page. I don't think they have any TikToks, which is weird. Oh, they have one.
Ooh, let's watch.
Yeah. Yep, that's them. Can confirm. That's the furry that was licking the window. Okay, they're talking, but I don't know if it's got a copyright or whatever, the music.
Yeah, we need to be careful about what we're allowed to.
But go follow that closet.
That was just posted 21 hours ago. So that's a new one.
Maybe with all their success in my comment section, they were like, let me get on. Yeah. You know what? I'm going to like this. I'm going to say, hey, friend.
Heck yeah.
Oh, my goodness. But anyway, that like made our day when we went to get Jenny's. That was definitely some out of the blue entertainment while we sat in the long line at Jenny's. For sure.
And that's great because there's been a lot of interesting things I've encountered around Columbus. And then that was just by far probably the most like positive, just people doing what they love, and then just entertaining for me because I was just not expecting that to happen. And it was just like something I never thought I would like experience in my life. So it's just like, yeah.
Someone said, hang on, bestie, I'm on the phone with animal control. And the furries did not like that comment. So I'm not going to endorse it. But it is funny. It is funny.
I think it's funny.
There's a sound on TikTok where it's like, usually it's like racially involved, but it's someone saying like, now that joke was really funny, but it was wrong. Like, I don't know what the exact TikTok is, but that's how I feel about that comment. But yeah, what a hoot. I am so happy that video of that fox found that fox. And they are in my comment section.
Absolutely.
So
that's great. Great connection.
Applause sound effect. You're going to be using the applause sound effect a lot in this episode.
Really bumping up my editing duty.
I like that.
Bumping.
This party's bumping.
That can be a new slang word.
Yes. What do you say we grab a commercial break?
Let's do it.
I want to get a little bit more beveragino.
Yep.
And then we'll be back.
Okay. See you guys soon.
This week's episode of Deep Dish with Austin and Jonathan is brought to you by Lighten Up Clothing Company. Made in the U.S., non-gender specific, comfortable fashion. All tees are hand-dyed in Troy, Ohio. I'm wearing the Ohio Pride tee.
Mm-hmm. And I'm holding up the Skull hoodie, which is perfect for spooky season.
Everything on the site is free domestic shipping and size inclusive up to 3XL.
Yes. And you can shop online right now at lightenupclothingcompany.com and use code DEEPDISH for 20% off.
Hit it up.
We're back. Did you miss us? Did you enjoy that beautiful commercial?
I miss talking.
You missed talking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We took like a 45-second break.
That 45 seconds was the hardest 45 seconds of my whole life. And I did get more drink. Jonathan's hand squeezed Crystal Light.
Hand mixed. Powder and all.
It does hit the spot though. Like I never think to, like I can probably count on one hand the times I've ever had Crystal Light in my life.
Yeah, so shout out my guy Seth for getting me hooked on
Seth
Crystal
Cobo?
Light. Yeah.
He's funny.
When we lived together, like we always had a picture of this in the fridge.
I love that. Hydrated Kings. Love you, Seth. I wonder if Seth listens. Do you know?
He does.
Hey, Seth. Okay, so I know I said earlier that I was done talking about like gay stuff, but it's my birthday episode, and this one's going to be fucking gay. So if you don't like it, watch next week. And fuck you, by the way. So, I thought it would be super fun to ask Jonathan to give his best guess, if he does not know, on the definition of some gay slang.
Yeah.
So buckle up, everyone, because this is definitely going to be fun. I do want to preface this because I have gotten in a little bit of heat online before with this, because a lot of gay culture and gay slang actually derives from black women and the vernacular. And so I think as long as I acknowledge that and I like pay homage to that culture, that was a close one.
We almost spilled some
You
lemonade.
should zoom in on that part and like
We are really bumping up my
bumping.
editorial duties here.
Okay, but just imagine like it zooms in and gets slower and slower. I love that. Okay. So anyway, I do want to acknowledge that gay men have been stealing black women's culture for however long gay people have been around. So
I am afraid
that I'm going to say something I shouldn't say
You won't.
in guessing these terms.
You won't.
Okay.
I'm giving you a gay hall pass. And
Does that work for everyone?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to start out easy. Something that has made mainstream, I would say this is easy, and I feel confident you're going to know what it means.
Okay.
Shade.
So like, to me, that has no, when I hear shade, I don't have any gay connection to that.
Whoa.
I just hear like shade as in like,
Please. What?
like if someone's like talking shit or something.
Okay, I thought you were going to be like a tree and the sun is above
Oh,
it.
come on, no.
Yeah, that's what shade is.
Is that a gay term?
I, again, think it originated with black women, but it is fully intertwined in the gay community.
Okay.
So, like, I wouldn't say I was talking shit. Like, a gay man would not be like, yeah, he was talking mad shit about that other dude.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be like, well, first of all, I'd probably be a man, and I'd still call her she. So I'd be like, she was throwing some shade,
throwing
bitch.
shade.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that one.
Okay. All right. Good job. This is also, I kind of put these in order.
Okay. Are we
So-
getting like harder as we go?
Yes.
Okay.
So the second one is bottom.
Okay. I've definitely heard this,
Mm-hmm.
and that's like the submissive one.
Okay.
And the one that will do more like receiving.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, a bottom is just...
I don't know if like dominance and submissiveness correlates to
Not really.
that. I don't know.
Not really.
Okay,
It's more strictly the mechanics.
Okay.
So like the bottom is the person being penetrated.
Okay.
And but that being said, people make that a part of their personality. So like if you're a bottom, like you're only looking to be penetrated. Like you're, and oftentimes they are submissive.
Okay.
That being said, there are things called power bottoms.
Yeah, I've heard that.
And that would be a dominant bottom. Like,
Okay.
that's like, lay your fucking ass down. I'm going to ride your dick like a fucking, I don't even know, dude. Like, I don't even want you to fucking move. I'm going to fucking, you know? So that's power bottom. Not submissive at all.
Okay.
But still receiving.
Okay.
But you got
I got you.
I'm going to give you that point.
I'll take it.
All right, twink.
Okay. I've heard this one as well.
Yep.
I would say I'm less confident.
Okay.
What comes to mind is like one of the more feminine homosexuals.
Okay.
And then I don't know if this is just my own projection, but I also think like skinny and more like flaming.
Exactly.
I am doing a lot better than I was expecting.
Now, that being said, twink is more of a very, like, if you strip away everything, it's more of a physical classification.
Okay.
Less about personality. But again,
Okay.
you do have twinks that make being a twink part of their personality. So a twink is like skinny, not hairy, very young looking,
Okay,
usually.
yeah.
Not muscular, not
Mm-hmm.
just a twink.
Okay.
And twinks grow up to be twunks.
I did not know this.
And that's like when a guy is like obviously older, like 30s, 40s or whatever, but you know for a fact that when he was younger, he was a twink. Because
Okay.
he's still not hairy and he's still not beefy or
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
clean shaven, no hair.
Okay.
No,
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm with it.
All right. Snatched.
I know of snatched as the verb, like I snatch something, and then I know
Okay, go with
Um,
that. Your instincts are right.
I also know snatch as a slang term for a female.
Poussé,
Yes.
as the French say. Poussé. Le
But
poussé.
as a gay slang term. So you said something
Snatched.
with
Snatched. This has also made its way into mainstream media.
I've missed this one, but I want to say like if say you're in the bar and you see someone you like and then you take them home, you snatch them.
No.
Ah!
But I do like that. That's cool. That's a little it's a little predatory, I think. I'm going to go
Okay.
out. I'm going to go
I
out.
did not mean it in a predatory. It was like a
I'm going to go
like,
out and snatch someone.
They're
in.
hot. I want to take them home. I'm going to hit on them and see if I'm successful. And if I am, I snatch them.
You know what?
But snatch does sound very predatory and kidnapper-ish. And now I want to retract everything I said.
I like that. I think that obviously has a lot of logic behind it, but that is not what snatched means.
Okay.
Another editing note for you. When you get these wrong, should we have like
No. Definitely not. We're not doing ernts.
I'll do it.
Okay.
So snatched is when someone is really put together. Like if you're wearing a really clean outfit,
Okay.
you are snatched.
I really went the other way with this.
Like you're snatched. Now, it does get more specific than that. So like particularly with women,
Okay.
like if a girl is wearing something where you like see the outline of their body
Yep.
and their waist looks so tiny.
My voice just cracked. I'm going to have to edit that.
Oh, I'm thinking about women now.
There are figures.
So like when a girl is like in something that's really form fitting and their waist looks so tiny, they're snatched. Like they are
Okay.
snatched. Like a
like that.
like a corset. Like I'm gonna snatch you. I'm snatched. I'm.
Okay. So, I like that.
Okay. I'm glad you like it.
Is it? But I feel like I shouldn't use that. Because I feel like that's great. And I would totally use that. But I feel like I shouldn't.
Like if you were out to dinner with a girl and you're like, babe, you look snatched.
Yeah. Or just like, I don't know if we were talking about someone and and I'm just like, oh yeah, she's snatched, or like she looks snatched or something. I feel like that's not okay.
Again, I think it's great. I don't think I think the more black and homosexual vernacular there becomes in the mainstream media, the better, because I don't like the differentiation between, like, I'm not a gatekeeper. Like, I hate when people are like, you can't say snatch because you're not gay, so don't even try it. It's like, no one owns the fucking English language, so like, give me a fucking break. Say snatched if you want. That being said, if you do say it in this moment, like in like, let's say tomorrow, she will probably ask you if you're gay.
Okay.
Because it's not to that point. Like, I feel like straight men can say shade now, and it's not, they're not like.
Yeah, I had no idea that was like.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, what's next?
The next one is mug.
I know mug that you drink stuff out of, and mug as your face.
Yeah.
Okay. This was like a vocab word in like middle school.
I remember that too.
So this is very much not registering to me as like gay slang.
Gay vernacular. Again, you follow it down the rabbit hole into what it is, and it's like someone who did their makeup like really well. You'd be like, your mug is snatched.
Oh, now we're combining terms.
Yeah.
This is some
It gets really
advanced stuff.
And then you can get into like, your mug is snatched, the house down boots, mama.
Oh boy.
And then you're like really going at 0 to 60.
Okay.
But yeah, mug is just face. Mug. But if someone is like really serving you face, like.
See, I've not heard that before. Serving you face.
Oh shit.
I could have been one.
See, I'm getting too much into my native language.
Yeah.
I'm starting to speak. But mug is like they look like they're clean, like they moisturize their face, like their mug it's ready. Like a face is just a face, but if you're like a dude and you like moisturize it and you have like clean lines on your beard and shit, like that's a mug.
See, I would be like the complete opposite.
Like they look like a homeless person.
Yeah, like mug. I mean, it was just my association. Mug was never like a pretty word to me, so I guess I just associate it with like less of a pretty face. But it seems like that's quite the opposite.
Quite the opposite. Huh. That one is like very pertinent in the drag community.
I am learning some stuff today.
You are learning some stuff. We only got a couple more.
Okay.
Bussy.
Bussy. I'm going to go with like a pussy for like a man, which is going to be their butt.
Their asshole, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
okay.
a bussy is like a bussy wouldn't be on like me. Like a bussy's on like a twink. Like there's not hair. It's like pink and plump and ready for action.
Okay.
That's a bussy.
Okay.
And yeah, it's just pussy with a B for butthole, so bussy.
I don't see me using this one, so
or B for boy, so
I'm not
like a boy pussy.
even gonna ask about it.
Yeah, it's not gonna come up for you again.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, let's do two more.
Okay.
And the last one's not even gay. It's just you told me last minute, like, let's throw in some Gen Z things, and the only thing I could think of was one.
Okay. Let's roll.
Okay, so the last like queer centric one is Kiki. Kiki.
Okay, I know. Kiki, do you love me?
No.
From the Drake song. That's it.
No. There is a really...
I don't even know if that's like spelled the same or even this like remotely. That's all I got for Kiki.
Kiki. No, but there is a really good song that goes, "Let's have a Kiki. Lock the doors."
Don't know that.
Okay. Kiki is like a gay party.
Okay.
Like predominantly queer attendees, and a lot of times I think it's associated with like sex. So like if you're like having a party and then it like turns into like an orgy.
Okay.
Maybe a Kiki.
I don't know this one because I've never been invited.
Right. You go to a Kiki, and then if it turns sexual, then you have a Kai Kai.
Oh, okay. Is this real?
Yeah. Isn't that fucking crazy?
Okay.
Isn't that fucking crazy? Like, they're doing too much. People are doing too much.
Love it though.
Another language.
It's so
like,
fun.
literally written another language.
Like, I wish I had that much like fun with things I say. I don't know a lot of words though.
I guess
so
that's true.
I'm sure I can make my vocabulary more fun, but I just haven't. But okay.
Like, but it does. I mean, me sitting here on the other end of this as I'm reading this list, I'm like, we're doing too much. This is too much. This is too much. Okay, the last one, I think you're going to know. Very mainstream. Anyone on TikTok knows what this means. It's cap.
Oh, that's like lying.
Yeah, like I'm capping.
So
This is not a queer-centric one. This is a Gen Z term.
I have no idea if this is true or not. It came from the internet, so it probably is true.
100%.
But do you know where that word comes from?
Okay, Uno reverse.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Okay, so what I heard, it's not very fun, but like back in the day in like the industrial era, I think.
Yeah.
Shop workers or whatever were paid to like put caps on bottles, and they were paid by the cap, and then they would often lie about it to get more money. So like, oh, you're capping is like you're lying about how many caps you put on bottles today to get more money.
Whoa.
No idea if that's true or not.
That'd be fucking cool if it was true.
And then like I think that's really interesting how that has just transformed into like 2021 young kids are just using
That's
that.
cap.
Yeah.
Dude, I love that origin story. I hope that is true. If anyone watching or listening knows if that's true, let us know.
So, all right. My other sister, Julie, studied language. And so I'm going to give her homework because I know she listens.
Okay.
So, Julie, when you hear this,
let us know.
You got to do your, what's that, like etymology or something? It's like
shit. I don't know.
The history of words. It's probably not right.
That sounds right. Etymology? Edamame?
I'm just speaking out my ass now.
Julie studies edamame.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Well, hey, thank you so much for being a part of this week's episode. This one was really gay because it's my birthday. It's my birthday. Okay, that's really loud. I'm sorry. Jonathan's going to have to take that down in post. It is my birthday, and so, I don't mind that this one's super gay-centric because that's just who I am, bitches. Like, deal with it. I'm 26 and I'm gay. Get off my back. But thank you for sticking with it because I appreciate you wanting to know more about me. Thank you for letting me
for teaching.
Give a platform to all the underrepresented gay men. Gross. Dude, my internalized homophobia is like, it's starting to flare up. That's how I know it's time to end. Because I'm I'm like getting a little nauseous from how gay I am. And gotta turn it off. Go back to normal. But it was fun while it lasted.
I had fun. I learned a lot.
Oh my gosh.
Kikis and kai-kais.
We're going to go kiki at a bar in Short North. Outdoors. So don't come for us because I'm not trying to get COVID. I got a sick dad at home. I can't get COVID. And then, who's to say you don't find someone to kai-kai with and bring them home?
I am going to be the one to say
that you're not going to kai-kai.
Because so kai-kai is like only like a gay sexual thing. No?
True. Maybe. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just
going
to say I'm not going to kai-kai tonight.
You might find a girl at the bar that's snatched, though, with a nice mug and want to bring her home.
You never know. Probably not.
Okay. You guys can follow us on social media at Deep Dish with Austin and John or Deep Dish with Austin and Jonathon. Pretty sure TikTok's the only one that wouldn't let me put Jonathon totally. So that's going to be the one with John. But yeah, follow us on social media. We both have Instagrams. Go check us out.
Yeah.
And thank you. Like, sound off in our comments and things about what you guys want us to talk about or what pizza you want us to try, even though John has a really nice list curated for us.
Oh, yeah. I've gotten very type A recently, and so I have lists for fucking everything. It's crazy.
That. I love that. I love an organized
I was
podcast
just talking about
co-host.
this with someone last night.
Oh, who?
I will not disclose that.
Okay, wait. Before we go. 2 things. I want to put Jonathon in full drag. So if you want that, you got to comment and like and tell. I need help. He needs to be convinced. And then the second thing is, I think it would be really fun if we had if we tried to hoe Jonathon out on the podcast. Like if we went through your like dating apps one week and we like made a connection, and then the next week we have a live phone call with her.
Oh, absolutely not.
But okay. But how many likes? How many streams? What is it going to take? I know there's a number. I know there's got to be a number. We gotta.
I'm gonna have to steal on this. I'll give you a number next week.
We'll put it on like social media. Yeah. I'll let people know what the incentive is.
Yep. Okay. That's fair.
All right. Happy birthday to me. Thanks for tuning in. We love you guys. One more clap sound effect. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, we fucking did it.